Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome to my channel, Makeup by Mina, Slay Best Friend. And today's video is going to be about me arching and snatching these brows using the Nair hair remover. So if you guys want to see me use Nair and to clean up these brows and hair that has grown in, this is what we are doing today in this video. So without further ado, we are just going to go right in and get started. I'm just going to put some Nair right here on the back of my hand. And that's just going to, hold it for me. And I'm going to be applying the Nair with a Q-tip. So just going right into the Nair with a Q-tip. We're going to do it like we're sculpting our brows with concealer, right? So what I'm going to do is start up underneath and just apply the Nair just to the hairs that I want to be removed. So this is like I'm sculpting out my own brows as if I would if I was using concealer. Trying to get as close to the brows as I can without touching the hairs that I don't want to be removed. And you want to apply a generous amount the first application because this stuff is so abrasive and harsh. You do not want it to, you don't want to have to apply it twice. So you might want to get it right the first time you go in. So apply a good amount. We're going to go right over top the brows because there's some unruly hairs on top as well. Don't want to forget about that. Can you guys see? And we're just sculpting out the brows with this Nair. Applying it to the hairs we want to be removed, not on the hairs that we want to keep. We're just going to allow this Nair to set. Don't forget about the middle. And I did this to my daughter's brows yesterday. And her brows turned out snatched, okay? They were so good. Oh, that's a good view right there. Can you see that? I want to make sure you apply enough the first application. Starting up underneath. Getting as close to the arch as you can without putting it on the hairs you want to keep. Putting it over top. I found that this Nair eyebrow arch is much easier than plucking, than going to get your brows threaded. It's less painful and it's very quick. Very quick. It's only going to take this product maybe 2 minutes to set, and then it's going to be time to wipe it off because you don't want to leave it on too long because you don't want to risk getting a chemical burn. So you definitely want to only let it sit for about a few seconds and then wipe it off. I can actually feel this product working because I feel it tingling. And that's like the activation process. taking effect. I'm trying not to get any Nair on my lashes because I don't want them to burn my lashes off. So we're just going to make sure we get all the areas we want to get first time around in one application. Just mixing that product around without getting it on our lashes we want to keep. Don't forget that unibrow right there in the middle. And these are how our brows are looking while the product is setting on them. Get a good look. That might be a good thumbnail. Let me hold my Nair bottle for a good thumbnail. All right. While I have a little bit more left on the back of my hand, I'm going to actually take the rest and put it on my mustache. And this stuff smells horrible. There's nothing that smells good about this product. So it's definitely smells horrible, but it gets the job done. And we're just going to let that sit for a few seconds. So like I said, you don't want to leave it on there too long because you will start to burn, and you don't want that. We definitely don't want to start burning. Let me see if I can take this glare off of here. Let's see if I can get a good view. I don't want to glare. This light is like giving me all type of life right now, but it's bright as hell. It's doing a little too much, okay? That's one of them LED lights, and it ain't effing around. The LED light is the truth. So to actually remove this product from our eyebrows, we're taking damp cotton balls, just in some plain water. And I'm using two, one for each brow. And we're going to be dampening those, soaking those in water, and using that to remove the Nair product from our brows. Now I could probably let it sit for another 2 minutes because it's not really bothering me, but I still feel it tingling in the activation process working, and I really do not want to get a chemical burn on my brows and across my forehead. So I think we're going to wipe it off. I'm going to wipe the product off the back of my hand too, because you definitely don't want to get a chemical burn there either. So just go ahead and wipe that off and stop the activation process. Make sure, that's wiped off pretty good, because you don't want to make a mistake and forget that it's on the back of your hand and rub your face, do whatever, and you make a mistake and, rub this in your eye or whatever. So make sure you get off the back of your hand pretty good. And actually threw that cotton ball away. I discarded it in the trash, so I'll get a clean one, because I want to use two. So I'll get another one, dip that in water. And now we're just going to go in and wipe our brows. Let's see how they're doing. Hopefully we're going to get some hair off here. So let's see. Let's go, girls. Let's go. Not wiping too aggressively or abrasively, because this product now has your pores open. And we did get some hair off, ladies. Look at that dark stuff. That's hair. And that's hair. We definitely got some hair removal. Yes, we got some good hair out of there. Got some more hair. Look at those brows. Coming along. I'm going to throw those cotton balls away. I'll get 2 more because we don't want to put that Nair back on our brows. So we're getting 2 more cotton balls. Just dipping them in more water. And we're going right up the middle and around our brows. To make sure we remove all the product. Trying not to get it in our eyes and all that good stuff. I can definitely feel where this stuff opened up my pores. Oh, that was soaked. That one was soaked with water. See our brows? See how the hair is just gone and our brows are arched? Flip that over. Do it again. Making sure we're stopping the activation process and getting all of that Nair off. Wiping our mustache. We don't want to leave that on too long either. And our mustache hairs are really fine and very light, so I don't see too much on the cotton ball. But just to know that I did apply some product there and wiped it off makes me feel good that I don't have a mustache. Taking one more set, 2 of cotton balls. We're just gonna moisten them in our water, dip them right in. We're gonna go over those browns one more time and make sure all the product is off, and we're gonna stop that activation process. Because we don't want any redness, swelling, irritation, bumps, none of that. Around our mustache. We can stop the process. All right. So now that we have all the product off, I'm going in just with a clean, dry cotton ball, drawing my areas. Just drawing all my areas. Now at this point, what I can do is start arching the brows, but I want to first go in with some Andy ointment, and this is just going to help with any redness, swelling, irritation, rashes. You know, if it works on babies' butts to prevent, you know, rashes and irritation, I figured this would be perfect to put on our areas so we don't get any irritations. And that's just going to soothe the area, reduce any swelling, any redness, any bumps, any irritation that may occur later on throughout the day. This is going to help reduce that. Just rubbing that in, giving that a good massage through. And we're going to let that sit on our brows actually for about 2 minutes. About as long as we let the product, the Nair, set. We're going to give that just a couple minutes to, you know, combat any swelling, redness, irritation, bumps. You know, we want to give it the same amount of processing time that we gave the Nair. And then we're just going to wipe that off and do our brows. Yes, yes, yes. See, this is just a Nair hair removal of the brows, or a Nair brow arch, eyebrow arch. I'm going to actually arch the brows on camera. And that feels really good. I feel it soothing and taking effect, and it just feels good right there across the brows. You know, if anybody had this Nair on their body, any parts of their body, the legs, you know, it gives a tingling sensation. And it feels like a relaxer is on your legs or whatever. And no one told me I forgot about my mustache. I applied the Nair to my mustache. So I'm going back in with that Andy ointment. I'm going to apply it to my mustache as well. Because I don't want my lip to swell up later on. You know, I don't want to get bumps, none of that. So we're going to do the same thing to my mustache. And just let that sit. Let it sit, let it sit, let it sit. Oh, that feels good. I love it on my lip. It makes me want to get the pouty lip going. So yes, this baby is the truth. I love it. I love it. I love it. A lot of people are scared of the Nair. I am not. I like it. That makes for a good thumbnail. That's why I did that. Good thumbnail, y'all. But yes, this is my second time actually applying the Nair to my eyebrows. You know, months apart. This is my second time after doing it for the first time months ago. This is my first time doing it again since then. And I like it. Hey, son, what are you doing? I am on live doing my Nair brow arch. Okay. I'm supposed to be in the bed, but I'm not, as you can see. I'm up, bull crapping. Let me find out you ain't learning nothing in school. Let me find out you trying to see what your mom doing. Okay. You supposed to be learning something. My son on here like, Mom. What? I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, you at lunch? Oh, you at lunch. Let me find out. Let me find out you're at lunch watching YouTube and seeing me go live on YouTube. Seventh period? Seventh period already? What time is it? Seventh period? Time day is flying. You only got 8 periods, don't you? 8 classes? How you going to seventh period already? I just got to school. Classes is flying. Yes, honey, yes. Okay, so we wiping this A&D ointment off of our face. Because I think it's done its job and that my brows feel wonderful. BRB, what that mean? BRB? Or is that DRD? No, that's BRB. What does BRB mean? Okay. We done got all the A&D off. Oh, be right back. Now you know I'm lame. I ain't know what BRB was. Be right back. What the? Ain't no be right back. You better take your butt to school and learn something. I'm doing my video. Okay, so now that we got that off of our face and got the ND ointment on and everything feels good, we're going to go right in with our Black Opal setting powder to set the brows and combat any shininess and oiliness, because I am very oily in my T-zone. So we're just going to go right in. Matter of fact, I'm just going to apply it with this little sponge and just tap some powder on top of our brows. And that's also going to help with any swelling. Just applying that powder. Yes. Setting those brows before we go in. All right. And that's Black Opal powder is in the color 400 medium. So that is the color that I use. And we're just going to dust this powder away with a little powder brush. Okay, how do you like our brows? This was the brow arch for the Nair. This one has always been like sparse on the ends there because I had my eyebrow pierced here. And so a lot of the hair like stopped growing right there around my brow due to the fact that I was plucking and I didn't know I shouldn't pluck because I would lose hair follicles in that area. So I didn't know that. So thank God for learning how to arch my brows, right? For a good brow arch. I was going to use the pomade, but I think I'm just going to go in just with my standard dark brown pencil, eyebrow pencil, and we just going to start arching these brows, okay? Just brushing the hairs up with my spoolie. You know, getting all the hairs together, getting them all cute and stuff. We're just going to go right in the front portion of our brow. I'll start carving out the bottom. Doing hair like strokes all the way up. Okay. Go right over top. I'm just going to connect those two tail ends right there. And we'll just start filling these brows in. Still like doing kind of hair like strokes. We're going to take our spoolie. And we're just going to brush those hairs up. Brushing that pencil through. And because I'm actually going to try to do the ombre effect with the pencils. So like I know the tail end is supposed to be the darkest portion. So I'm going to use actual black. And this is the dark brown. So I'm going to use black right here on my tail end. So that's the tail end on is black. I'm going to go back in with this dark brown to fill in this middle portion. And then that front portion I'm just going to leave empty. So we'll just use the spoolie to brush some product right there in the front. You do not want the box brow effect. Please, ladies, do not walk out your house with them harsh box brows. You want to fade this front portion right here. Just fade, 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 fade. Fade it. Don't have them square box brows. It's the worst thing you can be walking around here with. Okay. Going right over here to the next brow. This is my troublesome brow. This is the sparsed, more sparse brow. Actually, I'm going in. So I have two. I actually have three pencils. This is a light brown, a black in the middle, and then this is dark brown. So I have the dark brown, black, and a light brown. I'm going to go back into that front portion with this light brown pencil right here because I see it's like missing. There. So I'm just going to fill that in with this light brown pencil. The really, really light brown one. Then just brushing that product up. Okay, going right to this troublesome brow. Going in with that dark brown pencil. Why's my eye acting the fool? My contact in there acting up. We're just gonna keep on going. I'll take them out in a minute. Draw on that bottom portion of our brow. Going into this top portion. So we're gonna do the tip, fill that in with the black, since that's the blackest portion of this brow. We're creating now the ombre look. Next we're gonna use this dark brown pencil for the middle portion. Going right in with that. Getting light-handed as we're going closer to the front, because this is a graduation effect. And then we're going to take this lighter brown for the front. Just doing hair-like strokes right there in the front. Connecting it. And even dragging some more into that meat, that dark brown. Alright, just using our spoolie to brush some hairs up. As our brows twins, because I don't go for sisters. I don't like sisters. I like twin brows. I want both of my brows to be perfectly even, and I want them to look identical. That's what I go for. Like I said, in all my videos, I don't know who in the hell said that your brows is not supposed to be twins but sisters. But have y'all ever seen sisters? Real sisters with the same mama and daddy? Some of them don't look shit alike, right? So why would I want sisters? I'm gonna go for identical twins, born in the same uterus, looking exactly like when they come out. Look like the damn double mint twins. Those are the brows I go for. So we're gonna go into our brows using this LA Girl Pro Concealer. I normally use the color Fawn, but I didn't feel like running in the front room to go get Fawn, so I'm using the color Warm Honey. And Warm Honey is just slightly lighter than Fawn, but we're only gonna take as much as we need just to conceal the bottom portion of the brow, because we're not going anywhere, so I don't need a full top and bottom brow arch. Lift up on your brow, and that's going to help you get into the high arch part a little more easily. So I lift up on my brows when I go in to conceal them. Getting mascara or pro concealer on my lashes. Don't want that. Because my lashes are so long, they're in the way. But I'm going right in. Getting as close to the brow line as I can. And then dragging that product down. Just a little. And still getting into my lashes. I have to keep wiping that out of there every so often. Trying to give those brows a nice high arch. And then just buffing that concealer out right over the eyelid. Making sure y'all can see. Sometimes it has like a glare or some type of shadow over top. It gets a little difficult for you to see. Well, I gotta hurry up actually because it's telling me my battery is low on my phone. But you better stop showing out, okay? You need to stop showing out because I know it ain't too dead. Shouldn't be anyways. But we're gonna keep it moving so that I don't want it to die on us. I'm just brushing some of that concealer up in that front portion to create that ombre effect, which I like. Not the box brow effect. I hate the box brow. But as you can see, as I soften that up with the product that was still on the brush, see how harsh that one still is. So we're just going to drag that down right over top the eyelid and just buff it out. Going back into our concealer. Gonna go over to the other brow, giving it a lift right here, and going right up underneath. Just dragging that product out. Getting it up into that high arch a little more. And just bringing it down. And then just buffing that out. Bringing it down over the eyelid. Just cleaning that brow up. the product that's left on the brush. I'm going to brush that into that front portion and up the middle of our brows. I like to just clean up the top just a little with just whatever product is left on the brush, because I do not like the halo brow. I only like my brow really concealed on the bottom. Not really much on the top. I'm just buffing out this front portion to create that ombre right in the front of the brow. Brushing product up into the brows to make it ombre. Going back in with the lightest pencil to make sure that line stays. Because I kind of buffed away some of the line, but I want to make sure that line is still there. Okay, now that we have our brows concealed and sculpted, we're going to go in with the brow setting powder, and this is by Kiss. This is one of those brow palettes. And we're going to go right in with this darkest shade in this palette. Just taking one of these flat, angled, fluffy brushes. Flat, fluffy, small brush. And I just want to pounce that right over top of that brown. Right over top the brow. That's because I am oily, like I said, and the pencil will get a little shiny throughout the day without this powder, so that's why I apply the powder, just so it will keep my brows looking matte for as long as possible. Now sometimes I may have to redo this throughout the day if I plan on being out long for many hours. I may have to retouch my brows just to make sure they stay matte, because you know you sweat and you get overheated at times. Going right into that brown and that Kiss palette. Just putting that right over top of that pencil. Okay. I want to add a little bit more right here. Still looks like it's shallow. Alright, y'all, so there we have it. The brows with the Nair is done. We went in with our brown, 3 shades. The light brown, a medium brown, and the black to create these brows. Hopefully y'all like them. Let me turn some light around on me now. Hopefully you girls can see the brows now. My camera quality is acting very shady today. I don't like it. This glare. There it is. I have to put my mirror up just so you can see the color of my face. It was so washed out. Okay, with these